Hey Scent Friends, today I have a perfume sampler haul, but first I'm going to do a little bit of beauty. The first thing that I have is a Sephora Favorites Fresh Face Kit. And this costs $45, but it says that it has a retail value of $138. The first item is the Makeup by Mario Mini Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. You can buy this on its own for $14. It comes in the color Pink Glow, but I don't expect to get a lot of opacity here. It seems like the plumping effect mostly comes from the fact that it's very hydrating and enriched with a lot of oils. I think this is going to be an easy one to just throw in my bag and whip on whenever I want. Next, we have a mini Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Blush. This is another item that you can buy on its own for $14. The shade is called Happy and it's described as a dewy, cool pink. I've heard great things about the Rare Beauty blushes, so I'm excited to try this one. The next item is a pretty popular one from Drunk Elephant. It's their De Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. This is smaller than the mini that's available for sale in a 2-pack. I'm going to use this mostly as a highlight because I'm not a fan of the all-over dewy look. Speaking of dewy, the next item is by Iconic London and it's their Prep Set Glow Hydrating Mini Spray. This is another item that you can buy on its own for $15. Again, since I'm not a fan of the all-over dewy look on my face, I'll probably just apply this to my décolleté area, which I wish I had it for the summer for that. The color is called Champagne Glow and it is a very pretty color. I might try applying this with the sponge as a highlight as well. The next item is a full-size item valued at $27. Tarte's Lash Camera Lashes has been around for a really long time. I remember using this years ago and I do remember really enjoying it. It is a waterproof formula and they describe it as a 4-in-1 mascara. It's supposed to curl, lengthen, volumize, and nourish your lashes. I do remember this one being very long wearing, but I don't remember the other qualities. So I'm excited to try it again. We also got a Huda Beauty Creamy Kohl Eyeliner, and this is also a full-sized item valued at $21. This is supposed to be transfer-proof and waterproof, and I don't have any brown liners in my collection at the moment, so I was excited to get this one. These sets can be a great value, but only if it's filling gaps in your collection or it has things that you've been meaning to try anyway. But if I'm being honest, I really didn't need any more makeup, and what really prompted me to buy it was the free sampler that comes later. Anyway, the next item is also a full-size item and it's valued at $24. It's the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Liner. This is a plumping lip liner in the color Puffy Nude, which is a dusty rose nude color. This is the type of shade that I think will go with a lot of different lipsticks. According to the reviews, this does have a bit of a tingling sensation when you apply it. I have a lip injection gloss and I do like the effect that it leaves on my lips. But if you're sensitive to tingling, this might not be for you. The last item is another one that I would consider a free sample size. And that's because it's available for 100 points on Sephora. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Blurring Balm Powder. It comes in the color Universal and it's supposed to be a blurring and mattifying balm that dries to a powder finish. My skin has gotten drier over the last few years, but I do love a good blurring product, so I hope this works for me. So in this set, we got 3 full-size items, 3 mini items, and 2 of what I would consider sample items. So I would value this at $115 plus 2 freebies. So because I had to spend $50 in order to get the free perfume sampler, I picked up the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% with 1% zinc. This is a product that I've used before and I really enjoy having niacinamide in my skincare routine. While there's more research to be done on niacinamide, some of the potential effects are reducing the signs of aging, brightening the skin, and improving the overall appearance of your skin. For me, I found that it helped with some of the discoloration on my skin. Now I'll finally move on to the fragrances. These first 2 are part of the ones that you can pick with any Sephora order. I picked Givenchy Irresistible. This is supposed to be a floral, woody, fruity scent with rose notes. I haven't heard very many people speak about this one, but on Fragrantica, it seems like one that I would like. The next one is from Skylar and it's called Salt Air. I think this is supposed to be a fresh, beachy scent, which I know summer's over, but who cares? The fragrance notes are interesting with driftwood, sea salt, and seaweed, but online it also says that it has water lily. So of course my first instinct will be to pair this with Water Lily Springs from Bath & Body Works. Now I want to get into the perfume sampler set. This was free with a $50 purchase from Sephora and the code YAYSCENTS. It came with 9 perfume samples and this Brazilian Bum Bum Cream by Sol de Janeiro. This is supposed to visibly firm skin, but what I'm really interested in are the scent notes of pistachio, salted caramel, and vanilla. I can't wait to pair this one with some of my body mists and perfumes, including one that's coming up. Now getting into the 7 perfume samples, the first one is My Way. This is by Giorgio Armani and one that I've tried before. It has orange flower and bergamot, tuberose and Indian jasmine, and Madagascar vanilla, white musk, and cedar. I love this sweet white floral scent. The next one is one that I've heard a lot about, and it's Alien Goddess by Mugler. It's the intense version. Based on the scent notes and description available online, I think I'm really gonna like this one. It has a little bit of coconut, jasmine tea, and benzoin, along with some cashmerean to soften it. It's described as an amber floral, and I can't wait to try it. The next one is Marc Jacobs Perfect, which I already have tried. This is a pretty scent, but not my favorite by any means. It has daffodil, rhubarb, cashmerean, and almond milk, but just something about it seems very boring. This is one of those samples that I'm happy to have just so I can layer it with body mist to give it a little bit of dimension. The next one is another really popular one by Dolce & Gabbana called Devotion. I've never tried this, but hearing these scent notes, I was really intrigued. This has candy, citrus, orange blossom, and vanilla. I'm imagining that this will be kind of like a lemon pound cake type of scent. The next one is by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is not one that I would have ever looked at otherwise. More Sex is supposed to be leathery, peppery, and musky, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. It says that it has some emotion-boosting molecules, which I'm not really sure what that means, but seems like a scam to me. Moving on, we have Nest Balinese Coconut. The scent notes include creamy coconut, tiare blossoms, and salty musk. This is a perfume oil, which I typically don't love, but I think with my ScentFriend, I'll start liking them more. And that's because I can put them on the lava rocks easily, which I'll show you later in this video. This is another scent that I think would have been better in the summer, but hey, I'll take it. I do remember Nest perfume oils lasting a pretty decent amount of time. The next one is a classic by Chloe. This is a really pretty rosy floral without being too mature. It has peony, rose petals, and magnolia, along with cedar and ambergris. In the card, it says it's a sublime, powdery rose. Feminine, natural, sexy, and chic, and I definitely agree. I'm really happy to have this back in my collection, even if it's a small sample. The next one is Skylar, and it's Vanilla Scotch. This is a really nice coffee vanilla type of scent, which I've had before. It has scent notes of cappuccino, pure vanilla, and caramelized cedar. This is kind of in the same vein as Replica's Coffee Break or Viva Vanilla by Bath & Body Works. It's not the longest lasting scent, but I did really like it. I think I might have saved the best sample for last, and that's Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. It has neroli, orange blossom, and marshmallow, and it's supposed to smell like a Turkish delight. In my opinion, this is almost the perfect marshmallow with some citrus and florals to brighten it up. Sephora usually does these sampler sets once a year, and it's a great way to try a bunch of scents. Now moving on to the other perfumes that I bought. I got this Penhaligon's miniature collection from Neiman & Marcus. I had a $50 gift card to use, and this set was $65. It comes with 5 5-milliliter samples, which I think is a good size for testing out a perfume. The first one is called The Favorite. This is supposed to be a powdery, majestic blend of iris, musk, and sandalwood. This has almost a soapy quality to it. It's kind of soft and velvety and delicate, but not in any way weak. All of the scents in this box have kind of that quiet luxury, I hate that term, but quiet luxury type of feeling to it. There's just a sophistication about it without being too mature. The next scent in the box is Elizabethan Rose. This is almost a classic rose, but has hazelnut leaf and vetiver. This is going to sound weird, but this is exactly what I would imagine the rose in Beauty and the Beast to smell like. Like if you can imagine yourself in that wood room, walking up to the rose and lifting up that glass jar, that's what this smells like to me. This next one is an interesting one to include in the women's collection. It's Halfeti, and it has scent notes of leather and oud, and those are really the two that stick out to me. It says that it has some fruits, jasmine, and rose, but I don't pick up on any of those. It has a bit of this incense quality or smokiness to it, but I would definitely say that this is a unisex-leaning masculine scent. I think I might try pairing this one with something citrusy or a fruity sweet kind of scent and see how that goes. The next one is called Empressa. This one is citrusy, floral, and has patchouli, but it's not overbearing. It's very reminiscent of Coco Mademoiselle. But I think I like this one a little bit better because it's a little bit smoother and softer than the Chanel one. It's slightly less mature, but still sophisticated. The last one is Luna, which is the most citrusy of the bunch. This smells kind of like a lemon candy or sorbet if they were made from the most expensive lemons in the world. It also has some fir balsam, jasmine, and rose. And I think that those add a little bit of greenness to the scent. I think all of these are very sophisticated and pretty in their own way. and each 5 ml bottle works out to be about $13. If you're like me and you like having a lot of different scents, I think this is a good way to do that. So these are dabber bottles. I'll be using them with my ScentFriend. So once I open the bottle very carefully so I don't spill any, I'll take my ScentFriend and expose the lava stones on each side of the bow. Then I'll just dab it on. You can do as many as you'd like, and I will also be applying it to the fabric itself, but here I didn't have to re-wet the little stem of the dabber. So now I'm just going to expose the other side and take the remaining perfume from the dabber and apply it on there. Then, with whatever is left, I'll apply it to the bow. Obviously, like with overspraying, the more you apply, the more you'll smell it. Now, obviously, the fabric is wet from where I dabbed, but after a few minutes, that will go away. Some perfumes and oils will discolor the fabric, but it's definitely better to discolor your ScentFriend than your actual clothing. After just a couple of minutes, it's mostly dried and you can pin it wherever you want. Let me know if you've tried any Penhaligon perfumes and what you think. Thanks for watching.